In this video, we are going to talk about transformation of two-dimensional random variable. Let there be two functions for new variables u and v, that is u is equals to function of x and y and v is equals to function of x comma y, where u and v are continuously differentiable functions. Jacobian of transformation is given by j is equals to del x comma y upon del u comma v, that is the old variables upon the new variables. Now this is equals to this particular determinant. Now so that our transformation is then given by x is equals to a function of u and v and y is equals to a function of u and v. And the PDF of gu comma v is given by the modulus of Jacobian of transformation into f of xy, which is transformed into u and v. Now let's consider some examples. So in this video we are going to talk about two examples. The first example is this particular example where f of x comma y is equals to 4xy e to the power minus x square plus y square, given x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, and we have to find the PDF of u, which is equal to under root of x square plus y square. So we have u square is equals to x square plus y square. Then let's consider another variable v such that it is equal to x. Now u square is equals to x square is x is basically v. So u square is equals to v square plus y square. Now let's calculate Jacobian of transformation, which is given by j, which is equal to the old variable, that is del x comma y upon del u comma v, which is equals to del x by del u, del y by del u, then del x by del v and del y by del v. So del x by del u is basically u square minus v square is equals to y square, and del x by del u is basically 0. Then we have del y by del u. Now we have this particular equation, so this implies that y is equals to under root u square minus v square. So we have del y by del u as 1 by 2 under root u square minus v square into 2u. Now del x by del v is given by 1. Now del y by del v is given by 1 by 2 under root u square minus v square, differentiating minus v square minus 2v. Now putting this in this particular formula, we get del x by del u 0, del x by del v 1, then we have 2u by under root of u square minus v square, then we have minus v by under root u square minus v square. Calculating the determinant of this, 0 into this particular thing is 0, minus 1 into u by under root u square minus v square, which is equals to minus u under root u square minus v square. This is the Jacobian. Now let's calculate the limits. So since x is greater than 0, we know that v is also greater than 0. Now we have v greater than 0 and y greater than 0. That means u is also greater than 0. Since u square minus v square is equals to y square, and we know that y is always greater than 0, so u square is always greater than v square, that is u is greater than plus minus v. So this is basically saying that u is greater than v. So there is one trick to this. We have to calculate the PDF of u, right? So we'll always keep the variable limits for v, because v is the variable that we have defined. We cannot keep this in the PDF of u. So since u is greater than v, the variable limits for v are 0 to v to u, and u is always greater than 0. So these are the limits. Now g of u and v u comma v is given by f of x y x comma y into modulus of Jacobian. So we have 4xy e to the power minus x square plus y square into Jacobian, modulus of Jacobian, that is u into under root of u square minus v square. So this is equals to 4. Our x is basically v in this case, and y is under root of u square minus v square, and e to the power minus u square into u under root u square minus v square. So we get 4uv e to the power minus u square, where u is greater than 0 and our v lies from 0 to u. Now we have to calculate the PDF of u. So f of u is given by 0 to integrating over v, 0 to u, 4uv e to the power minus u square dv, which is equals to 4u e to the power minus u square is constant, integrating v, we get v square by 2, 0 to u, which is equals to 4u e to the power minus u square by 2, which is equals to 2u cube e to the power minus u square, which is our answer. Now let's move on to the second example. If f of xy is equals to half x into e to the power minus y, and our x lies from 0 to 2 and y is greater than 0, then we have to find the distribution of x plus y. So let u is equals to x plus y and let v is equals to y. Then we have u is equals to v plus x, which is basically x is equals to u minus v. Now let's calculate the Jacobian. So the Jacobian is given by del x comma y, that is the old variables, upon the new variables, that is del u comma v. Now this is equals to del x by del u is 1, then del x by del v is minus 1, del y by del u is 0, del y by del v is 1. So 1 into 1, 1. So the Jacobian is given as 1. Now let's calculate the limits for u and v. So if you see over here, we have x from 0 to 2, that is our x from 0 to 2, which implies that u minus v also lies from 0 to 2, and y, that is y is greater than 0 and also v is greater than 0. Now let's plot this on the graph. This is the u axis, this is the v axis. Then our v is greater than 0, that is v greater than 0. So over here we have two equations. One is u minus v is greater than 0 and u minus v is less than 2. So if we plot these two equations on the graph, then we get u is equals to v. So for this particular equation we have u is equals to 2 and v is 0. Then this equation satisfies, and if u is 4 and v is 2, so this equation satisfies these two coordinates. So let's plot these two coordinates on the graph. So one of the coordinate is 2, 0, that is this particular point, and then we have 4, 2, that is this point. Now joining these 2 points we get this particular line, which is basically u minus v is equals to 2. Now let's see which area do we have to take on this particular graph. If you see over here, let's take a point 1, 0 over here. Then we see that it satisfies all of the equations. So basically we have to find the area under this curve. Now, like I said in the earlier example as well, we can either start by drawing horizontal lines or vertical lines. So let's start by drawing vertical lines. In this case, if we start drawing vertical lines, then you will see that firstly our lines go from this particular line, that is u is equals to 0 till u is equals to v, and then they change from this particular point, that is u is equals to 2, where they go from this particular line to this particular line. So what will be our limits? So let's say, so for u lying from 0 to 2, we have v lying from 0 to u. And then for u greater than 2, we have our v lying from this particular line to this particular line, that is basically our v is equals to u minus 2, and then we have v is equals to u. So for u greater than 2, we have the limits as 0 minus 2 till v till u. So since we have these two limits, if we look closely, we have lower limit of u as 0 and we have upper limit of u as infinity. And if we look at v, then we have lower limit of v as 0 and we have upper limit of v as u. So these are the final limits. Now let's calculate gu comma v, uv, which is given by half of x, that is u minus v, into e to the power minus y, e to the power minus v. And for these, the limits are u greater than 0 and v lying from 0 to u. Now let's calculate, now we have to find the distribution of x plus y, that is our u. So we have to find the marginal distribution of u. Now g of u is equals to integration minus infinity to infinity g of uv, u comma v, dv. Also, we earlier obtained these two limits, that is for u lying from 0 to 2, we have our v lying from 0 to u, and then for u greater than 2, we have our v lying from u minus 2 till v. So for u lying from 0 to 2, we have v from 0 to u, and then g of uv, that is half of u minus v into e to the power minus v dv, which is equals to half 0 to u into e to the power minus v dv minus 0 to u v e to the power minus v dv. Now this is equals to half u common, e to the power integration of e to the power minus v is minus e to the power minus v 0 to u, then minus we use by parts to solve this particular equation. So firstly we integrate e to the power minus v, that is minus e to the power minus v and v as it is, and then minus 0 to u, we have differentiation of v, that is 1, and integration of e to the power minus v, that is minus of e to the power minus v dv, and the limits are from 0 to u. So we get half of u into minus of e to the power minus u plus 1 minus v e to the power minus v minus, this is plus, and then integration of e to the power minus v, we get minus of e to the power minus v 0 to u and then 0 to u. So we get half u minus u e to the power minus u minus, this is minus u e to the power minus u, 0 is 0 over here, then plus minus e to the power minus u plus 1. So this is equals to half u minus u e to the power minus u minus plus u e to the power minus u, then we get minus minus plus e to the power minus u plus minus 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 1. Now solving this equation further, we see that these two cancel out. Then we get half of u plus e to the power minus u minus 1. This is for our u lying from 0 to 2. We already know that for u greater than 2, we have our v lying from u minus 2 till u. So our g of u is equals to u minus integration from u minus 2 to u, then half of u minus v into e to the power minus v dv. This is for u greater than 2. So we have half u minus 2 till u e to the power minus v dv minus u minus 2 till u v into e to the power minus v dv. Now, like we solved this particular integral in our in the first part, so we get half into u into e to the power minus v. So integrating this particular thing, we get minus u into e to the power minus v, taking limits from u minus 2 till u, and then for this particular equation we get minus v e to the power minus v minus e to the power minus v, taking the limits from u minus 2 till u. So we get half into now minus u e to the power minus u plus u e to the power minus u minus 2. Then applying limits over here, we get minus u e to the power minus u, then minus of e to the power minus u, then plus u minus 2 into e to the power minus u minus 2, then plus e to the power minus u minus 2. Solving this equation further, we get half minus u e to the power minus u plus u e to the power minus u minus 2, then minus minus plus u e to the power minus u plus e to the power minus u minus u minus 2 into e to the power minus u minus 2 minus e to the power minus u minus 2. So we get half into minus u. So minus u e to the power minus u and plus u e to the power minus u cancel out. So we get u into e to the power minus u minus 2 plus e to the power minus u minus u into e to the power minus u minus 2 plus 2 into e to the power minus u minus 2, then minus of e to the power minus u minus 2. So if you see over here, these two cancel out. Then what do we get? We get half into e to the power minus u plus 2 into e to the power minus u minus 2 minus e to the power minus u minus 2. Now this is equals to half e to the power minus u plus e to the power minus u minus 2. This is for u greater than 2. So our g of u is equals to half into u plus e to the power minus u minus 1 for u lying between 0 to 2, and then for u greater than 2 we have half into e to the power minus u plus e to the power minus u minus 2. This is our g of u. Now with this we come to the end of our video. Thank you.